That's kind of fucked up.
What does that have to do with women deserving to be protected?
Hey, look, I think we're beyond that because I haven't heard an answer to that question yet.
We gave you so
I
many.
think y'all got to asking each other questions that neither one of y'all answered. He did say no. He said no.
He said no. Women don't. And I gave you the why. I gave you the why.
No, women don't deserve to be protected.
But never gave me an actual why. I just said because y'all just y'all did. Well,
I gave you lots
I already
of
give a why. You said women be fucked up out here.
Human, that's why. Because it's human. Because the perpetrators are male. Because I mean, there's tons of good reasons. Because
what did you do to earn? What did you do to earn the protection?
Why the fuck do I have to earn your protection? You don't have to earn my protection.
Typically, protection comes in two forms. You pay me to protect you, or I feel some type of duty to protect you. Like, you belong to me, my wife, my daughter, those are typically the two traditional forms of protection that we have. Am I wrong?
Beg to differ. Yes.
No.
Okay. What are the other forms of protection that we see in society? How they typically accomplish?
The police are supposed to be a form of protection, and if they work the way they would,
they get paid. They get paid though.
Okay, so you also have like community groups. The gang started as community groups who were trying to protect and build our community.
And then they started selling drugs to get money, and then it was not a protection.
Because they were manipulated by the white man. We cannot exist in this world and ignore the fact that they have been trying to manipulate and wipe out our race.
Like, I think we gotta.
We're at a war.
From the micro to the macro to the micro to the macro. We have to stick at some point. Have some boundaries in this conversation.
Hold on, real quick. Something is crumbling right now. I can barely hear you.
Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, we can't keep jumping from the micro to the macro, from the micro to the macro. We have to stick to some sort of boundaries to have a semblance of a conversation. There are plenty of classes of people that I think society deems as protected. Babies, invalids, old people, smaller dogs. Like, there are plenty class of people where you will catch ire if someone watch someone else mistreat one of those things. So I think that is clear as a philosophical response as we could get. Someone watching you watching something else, and you will get ire.
So the classes that you think qualify for this.
I'm not saying. I'm refereeing
babies.
I'm just refereeing this shit. I'm not saying. Else? I'm just saying. I'm speaking to the fact that there are classes.
I'm speaking to what you just said.
All inherently,
the people who are deserved of that unilateral protection, babies, the handicapped, and who else did you say?
Smaller dogs.
Women.
Hey, look. No.
Women and children first.
Babies, the handicapped,
women and children
small
first.
Dogs.
Who do you save? Who gets off the boat? Who gets off the Titanic? Women
babies,
and children
handicapped people, and poodles, apparently.
Yes, and the men.
Look, I didn't say women because I didn't want to interject. I'm just refereeing, goddammit. But I'm just saying, I was offering up that there are classes of people,
and I agree with you. But now let's look at those classes. Think of the people you're talking about.
Look, that's why
you're comparing them to
Asian men, Indian men aren't asking, do our women deserve to be protected?
Oh, they don't protect their women for shit.
Huh?
They don't protect their women for shit.
They do protect their women
at all. Not the motherfuckers that's beheading these bitches. Hey, look, you tell me they're protecting them? They tell me they can't come outside unless they wear.
That's different. I'm talking about in America. I'm talking about
shit in 700-degree weather.
In America, fine. Indian men in America are
in America. They will slap the shit out their woman and then get on the bus. What are you talking about?
White men in America,
man will slap the shit out of his wife and then hop on the bus in front of her.
White woman, or maybe they're the reason that she's dead. But white men are protecting their white women. Black men are the only ones who want to shrug the duty.
They don't though.
And it's
who murdered their women at a higher tick than white men?
Huh?
Who murders their women at a higher tick than white men?
I said they're either protecting their women or killing them. You can't win them all. But Mexican men are protecting their women, and so are the Indian men and the Middle Eastern men.
Oh shit! Hey look! What it sounds like is either they're killing these bitches or they're kidnapping them somewhere. They'll protect them in the cellar somewhere and feed them.
Look, it got so bad. They were so
and you wonder why women need protection.
The white women got mad and they said they wanted to come down off the pedestal and work. They are protecting. They built a society around their women being protected, and black men have to realize, hey, we are still building our Black African American heritage, and we need to make sure that they don't, through the music, that they don't brainwash y'all, and through the laws and the way that they apply the laws, that they don't brainwash you all to believe that we don't need you. We are still women walking on this earth with a cut that everybody's trying to get to, whatever, in regardless of what it takes. It's sad that when the Me Too movement hit, that men took the time to be offended about it instead of took the time to be shocked about the sheer number of women who said that my cut has been in danger since I got here to this earth. Men will fuck everything from baby. They don't want men to work in mortuaries no more because too many men fucking the bodies. Men have this affliction called a piece of flesh between their legs that speaks to them and tells them that healing that piece of flesh and feeling that piece of flesh for a moment, for that brief orgasm, because y'all orgasms don't even last as long as ours, but for that brief little orgasm you get, it's so important that you can completely disregard the wants and wills of another human being who was born weaker, with bones that are lighter, with muscles that I could lift the same amount of weight day after day that you lift, but my muscles won't react the same way because I'm meant to be softer and more moldable because my body's meant to expand for a human life to go inside of it. So we need you because you are our men. You are the other side of that coin of us being soft is you all being strong. And the only thing that allows men in America to kind of raise their nose up and say, well, y'all don't need us, is because we said, hey, we just don't want to be held down. You can't leave the kitchen. We want to feel like we got options the same way y'all do. But that does not mean, I want to feel like, but I also want to feel like I can walk around. Regardless of what I wear, nobody feels like they have the right to. But that's for men. Other men, that's y'all protection of us.
The men you speak of that are so protective will tell you that in order to be protected, your ass can't leave the house unless I leave the house. I mean, I'm just saying, you brought them into this situation. They're gonna tell you you can't. They're gonna tell you can't leave the house unless I leave the house with you, or a man leaves the house with you. Hold on, let me finish. I let you talk for a long time, right?
Who wants an abuser for a protector?
Hey, look. I'm as flabbergasted as you seen right now, but you the one that said the flabbergastingly shit. New word alert, flabbergastingly, by the way. I ain't had one of those in a while. Flabbergastingly. New word alert.
Hey, I ain't never chained a single solitary woman to a single solitary radiant, and every woman in my life, past, the present, or future, know they can call me at any point. So I rebuke that you can't leave the house shit. I am a firm believer, if you love something, let it go.
Yep, I know you are. Back to this other shit about these men that are so protective. That's how they protect. That's what they do. They control. They put their foot down on you. I did an elbow, but I meant foot, but you couldn't see my foot. But you know what I meant.
That's the kind of protection you were talking about.
That's a poor excuse of a protector.
But hold on. But that is the example that you threw up in the face of black men to say, y'all not doing y'all job right.
No,
look at them.
Absolutely
no, you did that. You said them. You named all the other groups of men that treat their women horribly. You want to talk about the lasciviousness of men, of black men in general? You want to talk about these Asian men that got panties in the fucking vending machines and shit? What kind of sick ass motherfuckers is these? You want to talk about You want to talk about protection of women and the child trafficking that goes on in these other countries? These little girls that are sex slaves over there, these little 14-year-olds that are sexualized over there, and it's normal?
We don't have a cure for that. We have the same problem.
Not a cure for it. It ain't. Hey, look, that shit ain't normal over here.
Huh?
That shit ain't normal over here.
It's happening every day. Over 400,000 kids
every day in small pockets. You are not gonna see. You're not gonna see a group of black men out here that support none of that bullshit. You ain't gonna see a group of black men out here that participate in that bullshit. We not out here trying to be sexual predators with our women. We're not trying to tell our women that they can't go outside. We're not trying to do none of those things. Now, my question was, do women deserve protection? And it hasn't yet been answered. What you all have been answering is women need protection. And yes, they do need protection. Our women need our protection, and they should take it. They should take it in all forms that it's given. You should take the protection when it's the preventative protection. When we tell y'all, don't act like that. Don't do that shit. Don't go over there. But y'all don't want that.
Y'all got y'all on the road.
Take the protection. Hold on. I'm finna go on the road. It's gonna be fucked up. I know it. I'm finna get Fred Flintstone this shit right here. I'm finna get Fred Flintstone this real quick. But it's to prove a point. You want to be protected. You want to be protected, but you also want to go out into the wild. You want the man to protect you, but you also want to go outside of that. You don't want to be beholden to the kitchen. But here's the harsh reality. Let me finish. Here's the harsh reality of life. When you leave the kitchen, the shit get dangerous. Outside is dangerous. So if you want the protection, if you just want to be protected, you sounding like the danger. No, I said that to go out. I'm gonna be mad Fred Flintstone is. If you want to be protected, though, totally stay in the kitchen. But you don't want to be that. You want to be free to do what you want to do. And you should be able to do that. You should be able to do whatever it is you want to do. But if you want to do it, you gotta live with the consequences of it that happen out there. Now, when every man goes outside, he knows he's not gonna get no sympathy when he get robbed. And it's not gonna be black men ain't protected because I got robbed. They have their own security. I got beat up today. Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be none of that when I gotta go to a job and I have a black woman supervisor, black woman boss, and she put her titties on my neck. I can't say nothing about that. When y'all want to talk about people's authority over,
why you can't
talk about how men. I want to talk about how men try to act like they have the authority over women's bodies. Nah, women always act like they have the authority over men's bodies. Y'all tell us what y'all want our bodies to look like. Y'all come over. You know how many times I got my dick grabbed in life?
Because here's the thing.
You want to talk about getting your ass grabbed seven times in one night by one dude? You ain't never been to a party at the Buddha Lounge and had to squeeze by a couple feet and that all.
You think that's right though?
You ain't never had a six pack that poke out through your shirt and every person that sees it want to touch it.
You think that's right though?
No.
That's not right.
No,
you didn't get
but there's no recourse for us. We can't complain about it. There's no place that I can go and say women treat men's bodies like their property. I can't say that. That's foolish.
Going back to the question, do women deserve protection? Every fucking human deserves protection. Yes, of course women deserve fucking protection. And the reality of it is, fuck you talking about the women that are home, the women who have men as far as not listening to your man. What are you instilling in your woman? What are you providing for your woman mentally and emotionally?
Don't be a sex red. Don't go out there be a Sukiana. Don't go out there being a motherfucking any one of the plethora of these other bras that are bird brains that out make stupid decisions. Don't be a Tia Mowry.
Don't go get a Sukiana. Then don't go get a Sukiana. Get a kitchen bitch.
Hey, look.
You mad because you can't take a Sukiana.
You can't protect every woman.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just saying I understand when men don't protect these broads.
No, so she don't deserve protection because she got his shaking her ass.
I get it.
You know what? Oh wait.
To say that you
Okay.
will
Get
protect your
him.
daughter,
Get
though,
him
means
out.
if you're gonna protect your
Get
daughter,
him.
you
Yeah.
would not teach
Get
shake
him.
her ass.
Say what?
You said you would protect your wife, your mother, your daughter, so none of them are allowed to shake their ass in their life. If any of them shake their ass, the protection is gone.
No, no. They can shake their ass and still get protection because they have what's called a relationship with me. I know them. They have
So
value in my
But
life.
not just
I have
you.
I have
And that's not the
them
question.
to me,
Not just
yes.
you.
But
Anyone.
if any hey look, if my wife was
Anyone.
out
No
if
way.
my wife was out there
Was out there, yes.
acting whorishly and then some tragic shit happened, I'm going
What's
to be
considered
I'm
whorish?
Let's make it your
yeah.
mother.
Ooh, I'm out.
Let's make it your mother.
if my
And say
mama
she's
was
just
out
Your
doing
there
mother's a
acting
whore.
like a hoe.
Considered whorish.
because maybe we all know how he feel about his wife. We know how he feel about his
I
mom.
love my wife.
Okay.
My wife is number one. My mama's number two.
Okay,
As far
fine.
as ladies in my life,
Okay,
What's
fine. Then
considered
what?
whorish?
uh, going out dressed with your body parts all out, going out gyrating on men, going out being loose, going out being acceptive of other man's interest or acting like you're interested in their interest, I believe is whorish.
That was
Now,
a
if you're
husband
out
from the
there,
last one.
now if you out there doing those things and something happens to you again, I am going to be upset.
So
Now,
that's just
now
like
if you was out there, gyrating on Buddy at the club all night, and everybody in the
that
club
means
saw
he's
you,
supposed
everybody on
that
the
means he's
everybody, no, no,
supposed
no,
to take him to the
let me paint the
bathroom and
scenario.
rape
Let me paint the
you.
scenario. Let me paint the scenario because I'll give it to you.
Mhm.
I do this. I have no
Mhm.
problems. If my
Mhm.
mama was in the club,
Mhm.
I don't know an actual club in Chicago right now. I'm old. I can't name not a one. Damn.
Right. We
Mhm.
don't club. I don't like.
Hell, if she was at E2
Mhm.
with her ass out and her titties out, gyrating on some dude for 2 hours, 3 hours, grinding on him, hugging all of them at the bar, in his face,
Mhm.
having conversation, and we see all this
Uh-huh.
on surveillance. And then they
Uh-huh.
go out in the back of they go out in the back of the club and they try to get a little frisky. And then she say, "I'm done now," and he say, "I ain't done yet." And he fondle her a little bit. He grab her ass 8 times as opposed to the 2 she granted.
Mhm.
And she's upset. She come home crying, bawling, weeping. I'm gonna hit the fucking roof. I'm gonna try to find this nigga. I'm gonna call the individuals that I know that may be able to aid me in that situation, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to find said motherfucker and
Mhm.
exact revenge on him. Now, what I'm not gonna do is be mad at everybody else that sat there and looked at it and saw it. My mama sitting there acting like a hoe and then getting treated like a hoe. I'm not gonna begrudge them individuals for sitting there and seeing what they saw and acting accordingly.
Fuck that. If
Not
somebody
gonna
was in the
begrudge that.
alley, if somebody was in the alley where she was consenting, and then stopped consenting and started screaming and saying, "Stop! I don't
Mm-hmm.
want this. Get off
Mm-hmm.
of me." If
Mm-hmm.
somebody was there, you would have it with them. You would have something to say. If
Nope.
somebody,
When he
because
grabbed
think
her
about it.
ass
No,
eight
think
times
about
as
it. The shit
opposed to the
ended up
2
on
that
the
she
news.
agreed to.
The
Nope.
shit ended up on the news.
If
They didn't want
if
to
you
intervene, but they video camered it. They recorded it. A big cock swole like Vin Diesel type dude, and he stood there with his camera and just watched it while your old mother. I think you would have something to say. Why? Because all women, even though that wasn't his mama, he should have been able to put himself in your shoes and say, well, this is somebody's mama. She deserves protection. Yeah, that was the same lady who was shaking her ass in there, but everybody wanted to hit it the way she was shaking it in there. If she didn't give this dude consent, or if she came out here with dude and it looked like they were happy, and but in the long run, she's sitting here crying, wanted him up off of her. Yes, you would have something to say to Vin Diesel. And he was standing by and was like, "Oh, isn't this terrible?" I think she was shaking her ass, so I'm not going to intervene because she does kind of deserve it. No, and if you were her son, I don't think you say that either. Let's just be a contradictory for contradictory sake.
I mean, you cannot believe me, but again, if she was doing all that in the club and he grabbed her ass 8 times when he was only supposed to grab it 2 when they got to the back, I'm not gonna begrudge them for not intervening in that situation. Now, standing and watching somebody getting raped, it's different. That's very extreme. I don't think it's reasonable to watch for anybody to sit there and just watch anybody to get raped. That's wild. But on the 8 ass grabs as opposed to the 2 that you was granted, I'm not gonna be mad at them people.
I mean, that's a very precarious situation,
no matter how much she was crying, fam.
Like telling me because I sell my body for money that if I get raped or assaulted or somebody touch my body without my permission, then that's okay.
That's theft. That's theft.
But it don't make it okay, regardless of whether it's theft or not.
I don't agree with theft. I don't think theft is okay.
It's still assault.
Yes. I don't
Just
think
because I'm a stripper and I shake my ass for a living, then that makes it okay. No, it don't make it okay. And it don't make it okay for me to sit there and watch the shit happen. Or for me to know this shit happen and not feel some kind of way.
What you're naming are different things. A stripper is not by any means telling that man that she is stripping for that she is for him or that she is actually giving him any authentic attention. They both know that the attention is transactional.
It's transactional in the fucking club.
Huh?
The fuck you think buying drinks for a woman all night and spending your time and energy with a woman all night, that's transactional.
That's
time
courting.
is money.
That's courting, fam. That's not transactional.
No, it's not
that's
courting. Let's be realistic. You're not going to the club to meet your fucking
it's not
wife.
prostitution.
Going to the club to bust a fucking
prostitution? Is that what you want to say? Is you going to call it dating prostitution? Because that's what you're saying.
You're not going to the club to meet your wife. You're going to the club to bust a nut, dude.
That's what you want to do.
When have you ever walked into a fucking club and said, "Oh, I'm gonna meet my motherfucking wife tonight"? No, you go home. You at home and you and your boys hyping this shit up. Oh, we gonna get laid tonight. We gonna get some bitches tonight. I'ma spend this money and That's not you. You going to the club to meet your wife?
Wait,
for real?
So you saying you can't find a wife in the club?
I'm not saying that, but again, that's the reality.
Why would I not go to the club to find my wife? What's wrong with that?
You out of the few Americans, sir. If you really go to the club to find your wife.
Parties to meet people.
What party do you go to? You go to parties to meet people? Yeah.
Yeah.
What party? We talking about the club. You ain't meet nobody at the club.
Why not?
The music is blasting. All we doing is drinking.
All we doing is drinking.
How late you at the club?
So at the club, the club is a known place where there is no room for serious relationship. It's all for fucking and bullshit.
I didn't say that, but whose reality?
What are we coming to the club to do? If you come to the club to get debaucherous, now you want to act like the debauchery is out of
Let her get it out.
You're not gonna make me to be a fool, but when you at home and you getting dressed and shit, and you want to go out and you going to kick it, you're really thinking about, oh, I'm going to get dressed and kick it so I can go meet my wife at the fucking club, or because I want to go drink and get laid at the fucking club. I mean, you have to think about the reality of what today is and what society is thinking, not what you thinking, because I know what you thinking. But I'm thinking reality, society. What is pumped into our people today? They're not thinking about marriage. They're not thinking about real relationships. They're thinking about instant and quick gratification. I'm not going to the club to meet nobody for long term. I'm going to the club to see who I can bust a nut with tonight. And maybe next week. And if this shit gonna last a little bit longer. But guess what? When I go to the club, I'm gonna have to spend motherfucking money on most women in the club to get some pussy. Come on, let's be realistic about it. And I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm not saying none of that. But that's the reality. I'm going to the club so I can meet somebody to hopefully busting up with. Hey. I'm paying this money to do that. So again, because I spent this money on this woman and she's shaking her ass on me all night, does that make it okay for me to then, when she says she don't want to be touched, to touch her Is that any better than the stripper on the stripper pole that I done paid all this money to all night, who now she gone about her business, but I want to reach out and touch her again? That don't make the shit okay. It's all assault. But do women need protection? Yes. Because men don't understand that. Obviously.
Women
Obviously,
need.
they
Hey,
think
look,
as
the
much
theme
money
of
as I
tonight
done
is
paid.
women need protection. I understand that totally. You keep telling me that y'all need protection. I agree. Y'all need protection. Do you deserve it? Are you doing the things that
I deserve
allow people
protection.
to protect you?
I deserve protection because I exist. Yes.
So the answer is they deserve protection because they need it.
Hey, look, hey, look. So if you get drunk on your boat and get stranded at sea, do you deserve a Coast Guard national search to get you out that water?
Do you
Yes.
deserve it? Yes.
Yes, because they need it. That's the exact motherfucker that deserve it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You deserve it. How much do you deserve?
All of it.
All of it?
Very
All of
All of
it.
it?
and it shouldn't take that you're a professional athlete or a white baby.
Hey, look, because all I know about when people get lost in the water, hey, look,
They only look for certain people.
only white babies and professional athletes get found, and the occasional fisherman. But most motherfuckers,
they all deserve it though.
most
They all deserve
motherfuckers,
to be looked.
They all deserve the effort. Yes.
All right, cool. They deserve it.
Did
I
we
feel
lose
you.
somebody
But if you took your ass out there, if you took your ass out there, hey, look, that man that took his dumb ass down in that cave a couple weeks ago and got sick and had to be gurneyed up, he deserve it? I don't know. I'm gonna tell you this: he had to pay for that shit, and
He had to pay for it. He deserved to be protected, though. He deserved to be saved.
he had to earn the money to get the right to do that. Otherwise, he would be penalized through worldly possessions and the like. They would garnish that man wages. They'll take that man house. They'll take that man car to get that bread back for all of those related expenses and getting that motherfucker out. So, hey, yo, look, deserve is one thing, but you don't feel deserving if you get a bill after.
It is deserving. I mean, that's just like telling me if I got shot and I had to go to the hospital to get saved. I deserve to be saved. Just because I don't have insurance or just because I'm going to get a bill afterwards, that means I don't deserve to be
Hey.
And it could not even be my fault for getting
They're gonna hit you with a bill after.
It couldn't even be my fault that I was shot.
So
wait. Quick digression.
All of the efforts are transactional.
Hold on. Quick digression. I'm gonna let y'all have the floor back. But do you know that most motherfuckers understand bankruptcy from the aspect of not having anything? So they don't know you have to sell all your shit off because they don't have shit. That's why they ain't fucking filing bankruptcy. But most motherfuckers are function bankruptcy from the aspect of having nothing. So they don't know of a motherfucker billionaire having to file bankruptcy, having to sell everything. They don't understand that process. That's it. That's all I wanted to interject with your analogy.
Okay. Hey, look. All I'm saying is, hey, look. You think those people deserve to be saved? I'm telling you, it comes with a bill after they get out the water.
It don't mean that they don't deserve it.
Hey, look. So by that logic, then now, are we saying that we can charge you motherfuckers after the fact?
Are you trying
to
Luke
It's called sympathy pussy.
Go ahead, Dion.
I'm trying to figure out if he's trying to Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Heroes for Hire this shit. Like I will save you, but I'm charging. That's your angle?
Yeah.
They prepay. It's called sympathy pussy. All the niggas that shouldn't got some ass. Nigga, I know I done got some ass that I shouldn't have got. That's a prepayment for protection.
Because you swooped in.
That's a no, they are prepaying for every time a bitch you hit a bitch out your league. That's a prepayment for protection.
Wait. So the protection becomes transactional again because we have a
It ain't.
or because of my relationship with you. You prepaid for protection.
Fam. Here's what it is. Everybody knows you know your grandma gonna give you a dub every Christmas. Is that relationship transactional? No.
Because it's gonna be a dub and it's 2023.
Fam,
No,
relationship ain't transactional.
It would have been over with a long time ago.
The relationship ain't transactional. These are just things that go without saying. It's how the machine works. As this is what I love about the NBA that no other sect of life fucking admits to. The intangibles. And they contribute a lot to the intangibles. Like shit, I don't know what it is. I don't know what to call it, but it's there. It's on the court. It's visible. It's a thing. And it's contributing to the way we score this game. It's contributed to the way these people won tonight. But I don't know what to call it. And everybody go, you know what? I know what you mean. And move on. But in no other sector of life are we that forgiving. In no other sector of life do we give that much grace. Even the French got a term for it. Je ne sais quoi. I don't know what. But I know. But I don't know. And everybody just goes, yeah, and move the fuck on. But only in this Americanized, argumentative culture do we not give any type of attrition to that fact.
Hey,
True.
I'm gonna say that a group of people that disrespect, disregard, demean, and otherwise deride a whole sect of people.
Hey, you should have kept going. I thought I believed in you.
Hey, look, I was running out. I was running out.
Nigga, disparage. There was a few more.
Denigrate. I was running out.
Denigrate, disparage, nigga, downtrodden. Hey, you could have.
Hey, I'm just saying. I think it's rich for those individuals to think that I deserve it. Yes, you need it, and against my better judgment, it should be given because that's the only way. That is the only way that society is going to be able to function. Y'all got to get it. But do you deserve it? I'm gonna say nah, because of the way.
That's the definition of deserve it. I think that's the definition.
You deserve a belt to the ass, but I'm gonna go ahead and feed you dinner.
Who has the right to put the belt to my ass?
Hey, look, nobody. It's the proverbial belt to your ass.
Now we're talking.
It's the proverbial belt to your ass, and I'm not delivering it. I'm just not blocking it.
It's not that proverbial. So you're talking about you deserve the rape.
No, not deserve the rape. You deserve the absent baby father. You deserve the disrespectful boyfriend. You deserve the cheating husband.
Man,
you
first fuck you, okay? You don't know me or my.
You don't know what I'm doing. You sound like you point fingers.
Hey, look, I'll wait till you go. You don't know, man.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were making.
Hey, look, you saved me. I was running out. I ain't had that much more to go.
No, but those things happen, and I think that you know what I'm going to go ahead and retract my point and say that you're right, because I cannot say that when I'm walking down the street I'm thinking to myself, oh, here's a bunch of men that I'm walking past and I deserve their safety. I'm thinking here's a group of men who could be perpetrators of a crime against me. I hope that one amongst all of them, might say something in case one of the other ones get out of hand. But I do not think that it's deserved, because I know that it's not promised. I know that they could all be perpetrators, potential perpetrators of a crime. I know that they could all endanger me. And that's regardless of what street I go down or what I choose to wear, because I could dress buttoned up I've never been easy, but I've let my guards down low enough to get assaulted. And d- did I deserve it? No. I asked before I went off with the person. And somebody did tell me, yeah, he's a good guy. He's safe. So when he
Hey,
offered me a chance to go someplace, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, sure, it's safe. But
I'm just
does
applauding
anybody
this.
deserve the slap on the ass because they didn't do that? Nah, because sometimes the slap on the ass is so life changing. You just couldn't imagine.
Hey,
And
nobody deserves to be subjugated. Nobody deserves to be disrespected. I'm not saying do women deserve protection a-
Disenfranchised.
as
but I
as a means or a gateway to say that women deserve to be disrespected or women deserve to be assaulted or attacked. I'm not saying that at all. That's not deserved either.
you're saying that the only other option is to be with somebody who is controlling and keeping you in the kitchen.
No, no, I'm not
You
saying that
you
either.
weren't that was my example, but your
No,
example was
no,
that
I'm not saying that either.
if I tell you not to do this, if I tell you not to do that. And to me,
Hey,
there is a third option that you're ignoring where men hold one another accountable to not be perpetrators of crimes
hey,
regardless of where you can count on the majority of men to be that way because dude code is such and dude code is not that if these bitches are out here with their skirts short, well somebody surely told them that if they come out the house, if they come down this street, that something's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Male
But
accountability.
you keep going back to the extreme case of
hey,
assault and rape.
hold on.
It's more evident and it's more likely to happen that you get
Look,
involved with a dude who just ain't shit
look.
dude who's gonna put you
I,
through turmoil and strife in
But
your
one
life.
of his friends knows that though.
And,
A
hold
look,
on,
couple
hold
of
on,
his
hold
his
on.
friends know
friends
that.
ain't go. But this is the thing.
His
His
mama
friends.
know that.
Hold
His
on. Let me
sister
tell you.
know that.
Let me tell you. His friends are not obligated to you. They don't even know you well enough to be able to communicate to you to tell you that this motherfucker's an asshole. They don't know your number. What I'm gonna put you to the side at if you dating this motherfucker and I know he a piece of shit? Where I'm gonna go to pull you to the side if he bring you over? Hey, you know you ain't shit. When is that gonna happen? But what will happen is when you bring that motherfucker around the men that you know, around the people that you have a relationship with, that know you, that could be able to see this ain't shit motherfucking. Hey, look, no, he ain't shit. Hey, sis, no. I won't fuck with him if I was you. That, but that often is the thing that gets ignored when your father tells you not to date that guy, when your brother tells you not to date that guy, when your cousin, when your friend, when tells you that ain't the nigga for you. But in the face of all these motherfuckers telling you not to do it, I'm gonna do it
Hey,
anyway.
I
I
must
ain't
have
met none of
lived
these
a
That
niggas. They just
protected
that's
pop
life.
up with
I
baby.
never had.
and that is the protection that I think you all mostly need. The motherfuckers
I
who
ain't
gonna
never
make
met
you
none
a
of these
baby
niggas.
mama,
They just,
make you an
I ain't,
unwed mother, make you a single mother.
I ain't never met
Shit
none of
like that.
these niggas. They just pop up with baby mamas. I mean, they just pop up with children. I've been hearing about one of my closest homies, baby daddy, for 20 years. Still ain't never seen that. He done doubled back and got her pregnant again after a 9-year hiatus. I still ain't never seen this. I still ain't never seen this nigga. So they be hiding them niggas. And they ain't getting that advice when father figure is saying, hey, but
Now I
it's a
feel like you're
slippery
attacking
slope.
black women though, because look, black women, we are in a very unique situation amongst the world where our men are not there. Our men
No,
are being
this
taken
girl has
away.
this girl is very protected. And again, she's just a sneaky motherfucker. And it's been 20 years. This nigga done double back and got her pregnant again. But that's because the 9-year hiatus, she was dogging this nigga, telling us all type of crazy shit about him. So of course, when she started letting him fuck again, she wasn't gonna say, "Hey, I'm letting this nigga fuck again." Raw, mind you, because then we would call her all types of idiots. And that's where the breakdown of the fucking relationships happen. Because motherfuckers gonna do what they want to do and put niggas in danger. But
The heart wants what the heart wants.
the heart was what the heart. Exactly. So this is the machine. And we all have to recognize that. yes, she's going to put herself in precarious situations, and that makes her no less deserving of fucking our protection. Why? Because it's necessary.
Because do it right, and it's gonna happen anyway.
It's gonna
Because it's
happen
necessary.
anyway.
That's like
How do we
saying,
learn and grow as humans if we don't make mistakes and make errors?
And if
Regardless
a
of
bitch gave up, hey, if Betty gave up on Malcolm when he first got out, then what? Like that nigga stumbled through a lot of fucking ethics before he landed on the Malcolm that we all like.
Hey,
He was
but
a
still,
lot of people before he was the nigga that we made a movie about. And she was there through all of them stages. So they prepay for their protection. There's a lot of ways that women nurture and guide a nigga to be able to protect the bitch. Like, they the reason he can protect the motherfucker. Him wanting to impress that made him work out
that's
more.
the protection that the woman provides for the man, though.
That's what I'm saying. And so I never understood this fucking concept. Why does it get broke down in the African American community so much? And that's why I want to move the conversation forward to another topic. How did the trans fight land in the African American woman's lap?